Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Elon Musk, he wants to buy Twitter outright. Yes, the billionaire puppet and pretend rebel who openly says he wants to put microchips into everyone's brain and track them with thousands of his satellites up high in the sky. Yeah, that guy. He says all of this, and yet some deluded people still believe he is some kind of hero for free speech. Yeah, that guy. It appears he is now trying to buy social media platform Twitter completely. That's how it's being framed in the fake stream media. It's being telegrammed that this could be an actual done deal by the end of today. And that's probably because it was all planned long ago. Because, as I've said in my previous videos about him, the video Is Elon Musk One of the Good Guys? Check it out if you haven't seen it, where I go into his family and his obvious contradictions. I think Elon Musk, I believe he's just a mascot. He's just a front person, a face that makes what this organisation is doing, putting satellites up in the sky and talking about putting microchips in people's brains, it makes it seem like it's coming from an individual person and an individual company, as opposed to possibly an amalgamation of international corporations and establishments, international bankers, governments, who are trying to install an international digital control network over the human race. And imagine, if you will, if a company that was owned by governments, the United Nations, the World Bank, the World Economic Forum, funding from the IMF, etc., a company owned by these organizations was doing just that, who were openly talking about putting microchips into people's heads and putting up thousands of satellites up in the sky across the earth to track everyone and everything. People would be up in arms. But instead, we have a company fronted by this character, Elon Musk, a character who is constantly promoted in the fake stream media as a rebel, as someone who is against the system, with appearances on the Joe Rogan show, smoking a big spliff in order to cultivate that fake rebel image, saying he is with the freedom truckers when he is investing in driverless trucks, which would eventually put truckers out of a job. It's all a load of phony baloney. When isn't it these days? And now we have this character called Elon Musk looking to buy Twitter outright. And he gave the game away on Twitter the other day when he said this. He tweeted, "If our Twitter bid succeeds, we will defeat the spam bots or die trying." Wow. So Elon Musk is spending $46 billion to buy Twitter because he doesn't like the spam bots on their site? Wow. He is spending all of that money just for that. If you believe this, then you will believe anything. Come on, wise up. Then he added this to the tweet. He said, "and authenticate all real humans." So he says, if our Twitter bid succeeds, we will defeat the spam bots or die trying and authenticate all real humans. Now, this is what it is all about. This is the establishment taking control of big social media platforms and making it mandatory for users to give up their name, telephone number, address, facial photograph, and probably more. And you can rest assured that eventually it will incorporate the digital ID green pass crap they are also trying to push onto everyone across the world. And once again, they are using Elon, the pretend rebel Musk, to do this under the disguise of free speech, under the ridiculous notion that this person is spending $46 billion because he finds spam bots mildly annoying. No, the Elon Musk was also a young global leader under the World Economic Forum. Here you can see in this article from 2008, along with all the other tyrants like Trudeau, Macron, Arden, all of these tyrants we see playing puppet tyrant on the world stage at the moment. Elon's one of them, playing his part as puppet billionaire. And this will be the start of all of these big platforms, I imagine, the social media platforms, introducing digital ID authentication in order to use them, which is a shame because, I find Twitter quite useful for searches and people notify me about stuff. It's quite useful. But again, when that comes to pass, I will be gone because I am not putting in my details into it. And secondly, I know this will eventually lead to it syncing up with the digital ID. That's the plan anyway, unless people can wake up to it. So much for Elon, the pretend billionaire rebel and champion of free speech. As you can see, with most of this stuff these days, what you are being told is quite the opposite completely. And the enforcement of authenticating humans and digital IDs on Twitter, it's not going to affect all of those blue tick accounts because they have already given over those details. Who it will affect will be Mr. and Mrs. Joe Blogs. This will affect them because I would imagine once this system is installed and everyone having their details attached to their probably only one account, they'll only be allowed one account, then with that knowledge in place within the system, then the threat of legal action against people for saying stuff will be highlighted probably in a few fake stories and cases in the media to scare people, and because people's names and addresses are attached to their accounts, they will then become too afraid to speak out, leaving the floor for all of the controlled blue tick accounts to talk and promote whatever propaganda they have been told to push out for that day. You see how it works? Which is why you should come and subscribe to the website at hugotalks.com, as eventually people like me will be pushed out of these platforms. But you can find me there. If you don't want to subscribe, you can just bookmark the page or something like that. So yeah, once again, people are being told by the fake stream media a hero is saving them and winning them back free speech, when it's actually the complete opposite. Share this video if you can. It helps to create awareness, and awareness is key at the moment. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to the tribe at hugotalks.com to get notifications of all videos that I upload. I'll see you later.